Welcome to Daily Global Motivation Channel. Let's talk today about one of the most powerful ways to accelerate success in life: how to follow the strategies of successful people. Many individuals struggle to achieve their goals because they try to reinvent the wheel or ignore proven methods that others have used to reach extraordinary results. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video because the strategies you're about to learn can save you years of trial and error, allowing you to model success and achieve your goals faster. Successful people have systems, habits, and mindsets that consistently produce results, and by observing, learning, and replicating these strategies, you can shortcut the path to achievement. Ordinary people often overlook the value of modeling success, thinking their circumstances are unique or their methods must be entirely original. Every principle you adopt compounds skill, efficiency, and results, accelerating your progress toward wealth, influence, and personal mastery. Thinking like a high achiever means studying patterns, adopting what works, and continuously refining your approach to produce measurable outcomes. By the end of this video, you'll know how to identify the strategies of successful individuals, implement them in your daily life, and create compounding results. Following proven methods is not copying. It is learning from experience to achieve results faster. Ordinary people may underestimate the power of imitation with improvement. Every strategy adopted compounds results, knowledge, and personal growth. By mastering the ability to model success, you can accelerate your achievements while avoiding costly mistakes. The first principle is studying successful people and analyzing their patterns. High achievers. Following proven methods is not copying. It is learning from experience to achieve results faster. Ordinary people may underestimate the power of imitation with improvement. Every strategy adopted compounds results, knowledge, and personal growth. By mastering the ability to model success, you can accelerate your achievements while avoiding costly mistakes. The first principle is studying successful people and analyzing their patterns. High achievers. Understand that learning from those who have already accomplished what they desire is one of the fastest paths to success. Ordinary people often ignore mentors, biographies, interviews, and case studies, thinking experience is unnecessary or irrelevant. Millionaires and high performers dedicate time to observing, reading, and analyzing the decisions, habits, and strategies of top achievers in their field. Every insight gained compounds knowledge, efficiency, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means actively seeking examples, understanding the methods behind the results, and recognizing the mindset that drives excellence. Ordinary learners may fail to see patterns, focusing only on outcomes rather than the processes that produce them. High performers break down strategies into actionable steps, identifying which principles can be adapted to their own context. Every observation compounds understanding, skill, and performance. By mastering the study of successful people, they ensure that every lesson learned accelerates results. Ordinary people may underestimate the value of modeling behavior and decisions. Every pattern observed compounds results, efficiency, and growth potential. By mastering analysis, you can replicate success faster and more reliably. Another essential principle is adopting the mindset and habits of high achievers. Millionaires. Know that success is as much about behavior and mindset as it is about knowledge or skills. Ordinary people often fail to cultivate habits such as discipline, persistence, focus, and resilience, which are essential for sustained achievement. High achievers adopt daily routines, thought patterns, and behaviors that align with their long-term goals, ensuring consistency and compounding results over time. Every habit adopted compounds skill, confidence, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means understanding that small daily actions, repeated consistently, produce extraordinary results. Ordinary learners may ignore the compounding power of habits, relying on motivation alone to drive success. High performers design routines that automate positive behaviors, reduce decision fatigue, and increase productivity. Every productive habit compounds efficiency, output, and long-term growth. Mastering the habits of successful people, they ensure that each day contributes directly to measurable progress. Ordinary people may underestimate the long-term impact of consistent behavior. Every habit cultivated compounds focus, performance, and achievement. By mastering high-achiever habits, you accelerate results while building resilience, skill, and success. Another critical factor is surrounding yourself with the right mentors and networks. Millionaires and successful people know that who you learn from and spend time with directly influences your mindset, opportunities, and results. Ordinary people often remain in limiting environments, surrounded by individuals who do not challenge or inspire growth, which restricts potential. High achievers proactively seek mentors, join communities of high performers, and build networks that provide guidance, accountability, and opportunities to accelerate success. Every high-value connection compounds knowledge, skill, and measurable achievement. Thinking like a high achiever means recognizing the power of association, learning from experts, and leveraging relationships strategically. Ordinary learners may overlook the value of mentorship or hesitate to connect with high performers. High performers actively engage with mentors, apply their advice, and expand their networks to access resources, ideas, and opportunities. Every strategic connection compounds results, influence, and wealth-building potential. By mastering mentorship and networking, they ensure every interaction contributes to personal and professional growth. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of learning from others. Every high-value relationship compounds knowledge, results, and opportunity. By mastering networking and mentorship, you can accelerate success while avoiding common pitfalls and mistakes. Finally, high achievers embrace continuous learning, experimentation, and improvement. They understand that following the strategies of successful people is not about blind imitation, but about adaptation, testing, and refinement for your own context. Ordinary people often implement advice without adjusting for their situation or fail to learn from experience, reducing effectiveness. High performers combine observation, implementation, and experimentation, constantly refining strategies to optimize results. Every experiment and adjustment compounds skill, insight, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means treating life as a laboratory, testing methods, analyzing results, and applying lessons systematically. Ordinary learners may give up too quickly or fail to evaluate outcomes, losing opportunities for growth. High performers iterate strategies, adapt methods to changing circumstances, and integrate lessons into daily routines. Every cycle of learning compounds efficiency, mastery, and performance. By mastering adaptation and continuous improvement, they ensure that following successful strategies produces exponential results. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding power of iteration. Every refinement compounds knowledge, skill, and outcomes. By mastering experimentation and improvement, you turn observation into measurable success faster and more reliably. Another essential principle is setting clear goals and aligning actions with them. High achievers understand that success without direction is wasted effort, and every task, decision, and habit should contribute directly to their long-term objectives. Ordinary people often drift through life reacting to circumstances, distractions, or short-term desires, reducing the effectiveness of their time and energy. Millionaires break goals into actionable steps, prioritize high-value activities, and ensure that every daily action compounds progress toward their vision. Every goal-aligned action compounds focus, productivity, and measurable results. Thinking like a high achiever means constantly asking, does this move me closer to my objectives? Ordinary learners may ignore alignment, completing tasks that produce minimal outcomes. High performers schedule their routines strategically, dedicate energy to high-leverage activities, and track progress consistently. Every action aligned with purpose compounds skill, opportunity, and long-term success. By mastering goal alignment, they ensure that effort produces tangible results instead of wasted energy. Ordinary people may underestimate the power of consistent, goal-driven action. Every strategic step compounds efficiency, achievement, and growth potential. By mastering alignment, you convert everyday effort into exponential success. Another critical factor is observing and emulating the habits of successful people. Millionaires know that results follow consistent behaviors and routines, and adopting similar practices can shortcut the path to achievement. Ordinary people often fail to study how successful individuals structure their day, prioritize tasks, or make critical decisions, missing opportunities to replicate proven success. High achievers identify the key habits that produce results, from morning routines to strategic planning, decision-making, and relationship building, and integrate them into their own lives. Every habit modeled compounds focus, skill, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means not just imitating behaviors but understanding the underlying principles that make them effective. Ordinary learners may adopt habits superficially, ignoring context or consistency, which limits results. High performers practice these habits daily, refine them to fit their goals, and track results to ensure continuous improvement. Every modeled habit compounds productivity, performance, and long-term success. By mastering the replication of effective habits, they create a foundation for compounding results. Ordinary people may underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Every habit aligned with success compounds efficiency, skill, and achievement. By mastering habit emulation, you accelerate progress and replicate proven strategies reliably. Another essential principle is developing discipline and consistency. Millionaires understand that talent alone cannot sustain success, and disciplined, consistent effort produces compounding results over time. Ordinary people may rely on motivation alone, leading to sporadic action and inconsistent results. High achievers create systems that enforce consistency, whether in learning, working, investing, or personal development, ensuring that effort compounds daily. Every disciplined action compounds skill, experience, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means showing up every day, executing high-priority tasks, and following proven strategies regardless of mood or circumstances. Ordinary learners may give up after setbacks or wait for ideal conditions, limiting their growth. High performers maintain momentum, track progress, and adjust strategies while remaining consistent in execution. Every consistent effort compounds efficiency, productivity, and long-term results. By mastering discipline, they convert repeated effort into measurable success and compounding achievements. Ordinary people may underestimate the long-term impact of consistent, focused action. Every disciplined habit compounds skill, confidence, and wealth-building potential. By mastering consistency, you ensure that following successful strategies produces results that grow exponentially over time. Another critical factor is seeking feedback and learning from mistakes. Millionaires recognize that failure is an opportunity to refine strategies, improve performance, and accelerate results, and they actively seek feedback to avoid repeating errors. Ordinary people often ignore mistakes or react defensively, limiting their ability to improve and slowing progress. High achievers analyze outcomes, solicit input from mentors, and adjust methods to ensure continuous growth. Every lesson learned compounds knowledge, skill, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means treating failure as feedback, viewing every challenge as a chance to improve strategies and decision-making. Ordinary learners may avoid reflection, missing opportunities to correct inefficiencies. High performers implement lessons immediately, iterating strategies to maximize efficiency, productivity, and outcomes. Every adjustment compounds results, confidence, and long-term achievement. By mastering feedback and learning, they ensure every mistake accelerates growth instead of causing stagnation. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding power of lessons learned. Every correction compounds skill, performance, and success. By mastering learning from feedback, you follow the strategies of successful people more effectively and consistently. Finally, high achievers embrace strategic thinking and decision-making. They understand that success is not just about action, but about choosing the right actions that produce maximum results relative to time and effort. Ordinary people often act reactively or make decisions without evaluating long-term consequences, reducing effectiveness. Millionaires analyze risks, weigh options, and prioritize high-leverage actions that compound results over time. Every strategic decision compounds efficiency, productivity, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means evaluating choices critically, focusing on impact, and allocating energy where it produces the greatest return. Ordinary learners may ignore the importance of strategy, relying on trial-and-error approaches that waste time and resources. High performers integrate strategic planning into daily routines, ensuring that each decision moves them closer to their long-term goals. Every informed choice compounds results, skill, and influence. By mastering strategic thinking, they maximize outcomes while minimizing wasted effort. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of smart decisions. Every thoughtful action compounds efficiency, success, and opportunity. By mastering strategic decision-making, you follow the proven paths of successful people and accelerate your journey to achievement. Another essential principle is learning to manage time like high achievers. Successful people recognize that time is their most valuable resource, and wasting it reduces potential growth, productivity, and wealth. Ordinary people often fill their days with low-value tasks, distractions, or reactive work that produces minimal results. Millionaires prioritize high-impact activities, eliminate time-wasting habits, and create schedules that align daily effort with long-term goals. Every intentional use of time compounds efficiency, focus, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means consistently evaluating how each hour is spent and ensuring it contributes to meaningful outcomes. Ordinary learners may fail to plan or protect their time, allowing distractions and minor urgencies to dominate. High performers create routines, delegate non-essential tasks, and allocate focused periods for income-generating or skill-building work. Every disciplined hour compounds skill, productivity, and long-term achievement. By mastering time management, they ensure that every moment contributes to the strategies of successful people. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of consistently optimized time. Every intentional decision compounds results, efficiency, and opportunity. By mastering the use of time, you accelerate progress toward your goals while following proven paths to success. Another critical factor is building a growth mindset and embracing challenges. Millionaires know that challenges, failures, and setbacks are not obstacles, but opportunities to grow, innovate, and improve strategies. Ordinary people often avoid difficulties, fearing discomfort, loss, or failure, which limits their ability to achieve greatness. High achievers embrace learning from challenges, testing new approaches, and applying lessons to refine their strategies. Every challenge faced compounds resilience, skill, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means seeing every obstacle as a chance to improve and move closer to your goals. Ordinary learners may interpret setbacks as permanent failures, losing motivation or abandoning efforts. High performers cultivate mental toughness, adopt positive perspectives, and consistently turn challenges into growth opportunities. Every lesson learned compounds confidence, focus, and long-term achievement. By mastering a growth mindset, They ensure every experience contributes to skill, knowledge, and results. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding power of challenges. Every problem overcome compounds resilience, strategy, and opportunity. By mastering mindset and challenge adaptation, you align your behavior with the strategies of successful people and accelerate progress exponentially. Another essential principle is prioritizing high-value relationships and mentorship. Millionaires understand that the people you surround yourself with directly influence your mindset, opportunities, and outcomes, and strategic relationships accelerate growth. Ordinary people may spend time with negative, unproductive, or indifferent individuals who reduce motivation and potential. High achievers actively seek mentors, collaborate with successful peers, and engage in communities that challenge and elevate them. Every high-value connection compounds knowledge, skill, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means investing time in learning from those who have already achieved what you desire and leveraging networks to create opportunities. Ordinary learners may neglect networking, isolating themselves from potential guidance, support, or strategic insight. High performers maintain relationships with mentors, coaches, and like-minded peers, applying lessons and leveraging opportunities for growth. Every strategic relationship compounds results, influence, and long-term achievement. By mastering mentorship and networking, they ensure that every connection contributes to accelerating success. Ordinary people may underestimate the exponential impact of learning from others. Every relationship cultivated compounds knowledge, opportunity, and financial or personal outcomes. By mastering mentorship and networking, you replicate the strategies of successful people faster and more effectively. Another critical factor is investing in continuous learning and skill building. Millionaires understand that knowledge, expertise, and adaptability are key drivers of long-term success and wealth creation. Ordinary people often stop learning after formal education or fail to update skills, limiting opportunities for growth and advancement. High achievers dedicate time to reading, training, attending seminars, and applying knowledge strategically to improve skills and decision-making. Every learning investment compounds competence, productivity, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means allocating time consistently to gain knowledge, refine abilities, and remain ahead in a competitive environment. Ordinary learners may ignore ongoing education or undervalue self-improvement, reducing long-term success. High performers integrate continuous learning into daily routines, turning knowledge into applied results. Every skill acquired compounds confidence, efficiency, and long-term achievement. By mastering skill building, they ensure that knowledge produces tangible outcomes and accelerates progress. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding power of applied learning. Every lesson learned compounds skill, opportunity, and results. Mastering continuous learning, you follow the strategies of successful people while accelerating growth and achievement. Finally, high achievers embrace strategic execution and action orientation. They understand that knowledge and plans alone are useless without decisive implementation, and success comes from consistent, focused, and high-leverage action. Ordinary people often plan extensively but delay action, allowing opportunities to pass or results to stagnate. High performers combine insight, strategy, and execution, taking steps that compound impact and produce measurable outcomes. Every action taken compounds skill, efficiency, and long-term achievement. Thinking like a high achiever means prioritizing high-value actions, avoiding perfectionism, and consistently executing strategies that drive results. Ordinary learners may fail to act decisively, allowing fear, uncertainty, or procrastination to dominate. High performers implement plans, track outcomes, adjust strategies, and maintain momentum toward goals. Every executed action compounds results, productivity, and measurable success. By mastering execution, They ensure that following successful strategies translates into tangible outcomes. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of consistent action. Every deliberate step compounds skill, achievement, and growth potential. By mastering execution, you turn observation, learning, and planning into measurable success, while following the strategies of successful people. Another essential principle is creating systems and routines that replicate success. Millionaires understand that success is not random. It comes from structured routines and proven systems that produce consistent results. Ordinary people often rely on improvisation or inconsistent effort, reducing the efficiency and effectiveness of their actions. High achievers design workflows, daily schedules, and processes that allow high-value activities to be performed consistently and efficiently, compounding results over time. Every system implemented compounds focus, productivity, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means identifying repetitive tasks, automating where possible, and creating structured processes that align with goals. Ordinary learners may ignore systemization, attempting to handle everything manually, which limits scalability. High performers leverage routines, checklists, and strategic planning to ensure that every action contributes to measurable success. Every structured habit compounds efficiency, skill, and long-term achievement. By mastering systems and routines, they ensure that following successful strategies becomes second nature and produces consistent results. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of organized processes. Every refined system compounds productivity, performance, and results. By mastering structured routines, you replicate the strategies of successful people efficiently and reliably. Another critical factor is developing resilience and persistence. Millionaires know that setbacks, failures, and obstacles are inevitable, and the ability to persist separates those who succeed from those who fail. Ordinary people often give up too early or let temporary challenges discourage them, reducing the likelihood of long-term achievement. High achievers anticipate difficulties, maintain mental toughness, and continue pursuing goals despite obstacles, understanding that persistence compounds results over time. Every resilient action compounds skill, experience, and measurable outcomes. Thinking like a high achiever means embracing adversity as a learning opportunity and using challenges to refine strategies and strengthen resolve. Ordinary learners may perceive setbacks as permanent failures, abandoning efforts and wasting prior progress. High performers analyze problems, adjust approaches, and continue taking action toward objectives. Every act of persistence compounds confidence, productivity, and long-term success. By mastering resilience, they ensure that following successful strategies produces results even in the face of challenges. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of consistent persistence. Every obstacle overcome compounds skill, experience, and opportunity. By mastering resilience, you stay on the path to success while emulating the strategies of successful people. Another essential principle is investing in high-leverage opportunities. Millionaires understand that not all tasks or investments produce equal results, and prioritizing high-leverage activities multiplies outcomes relative to time and effort. Ordinary people often spread themselves thin, performing low-value work that produces minimal returns. High achievers identify opportunities with maximum potential impact, allocate resources strategically, and focus effort on activities that generate exponential results. Every high-leverage action compounds productivity, income, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means evaluating every task or opportunity for its potential return, avoiding time-consuming, low-impact activities. Ordinary learners may neglect the importance of leverage, limiting growth and efficiency. High performers direct energy toward tasks that produce multiple benefits or scalable results. Every leveraged action compounds skill, confidence, and financial or personal achievement. Mastering high-leverage strategies, they ensure that following successful methods produces accelerated outcomes. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of prioritizing impactful work. Every strategic decision compounds efficiency, results, and opportunity. By mastering leverage, you maximize results while following the strategies of successful people. Another critical factor is tracking performance and measuring results. Millionaires understand that what gets measured gets improved, and without tracking, even the best strategies may fail to produce desired outcomes. Ordinary people often work hard, but fail to monitor progress, wasting time and missing opportunities to optimize efforts. High achievers establish key performance indicators, track daily and long-term progress, and adjust strategies based on data and results. Every measured action compounds focus, skill, and measurable achievement. Thinking like a high achiever means constantly reviewing progress, identifying inefficiencies, and refining methods to ensure every action contributes to long-term goals. Ordinary learners may ignore feedback or fail to analyze results, slowing growth. High performers integrate tracking into daily routines, using insights to optimize decisions, actions, and strategies. Every adjustment based on measurement compounds productivity, results, and long-term success. By mastering performance tracking, they ensure that following successful strategies translates into measurable compounding outcomes. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding power of monitoring progress. Every insight gained compounds efficiency, skill, and achievement. By mastering measurement and tracking, you replicate the strategies of successful people effectively while continuously improving results. Finally, high achievers embrace adaptability and innovation. They understand that strategies used by successful people must be adapted to changing circumstances, new opportunities, and personal context to maximize effectiveness. Ordinary people often follow advice rigidly, failing to adjust for unique situations or evolving conditions, which reduces results. High performers apply successful strategies with flexibility, test new approaches, and innovate continuously to improve outcomes. Every adaptive action compounds skill, experience, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means combining proven methods with creativity, allowing you to achieve extraordinary results even in uncertain environments. Ordinary learners may resist change, sticking to familiar methods even when they are inefficient. High performers experiment, iterate, and optimize continuously, ensuring strategies remain effective and produce compounding results. Every adjustment and innovation compounds efficiency, growth, and achievement. By mastering adaptability, they ensure that following successful strategies produces results in any context. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of flexible execution. Every innovative step compounds skill, opportunity, and measurable success. By mastering adaptability and innovation, you stay ahead while following proven strategies effectively. Another essential principle is committing fully to the process and taking massive action. High achievers understand that success does not come from occasional effort or half-hearted attempts, but from total commitment and consistent execution of proven strategies. Ordinary people often procrastinate, wait for perfect conditions, or fail to take decisive action, which delays results and limits achievement. Millionaires implement daily actions, maintain momentum, and execute at a high level to ensure compounding results over time. Every committed action compounds productivity, skill, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means focusing on execution, maintaining intensity, and pushing through obstacles with discipline. Ordinary learners may underestimate the importance of persistent, massive effort, which reduces long-term growth. High performers consistently take action toward high-value goals, track progress, and refine strategies for maximum impact. Every deliberate action compounds results, confidence, and financial or personal achievement. By mastering total commitment, They ensure that following successful strategies produces exponential results. Ordinary people may fail to grasp the compounding effect of persistent effort. Every focused action compounds skill, opportunity, and achievement. By mastering committed execution, you accelerate your journey to success while replicating proven strategies effectively. Another critical factor is building a supportive environment and community. Millionaires recognize that success is influenced not only by personal effort, but also by surrounding themselves with motivated, knowledgeable, and positive individuals. Ordinary people may remain in toxic or unsupportive environments, limiting motivation, focus, and growth. High achievers seek out communities, mastermind groups, and like-minded peers who inspire, challenge, and elevate their performance. Every positive interaction compounds skill, opportunity, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means intentionally designing your environment to maximize growth, productivity, and learning. Ordinary learners may neglect the influence of environment and peers, reducing potential outcomes. High performers maintain relationships with mentors, peers, and networks that provide guidance, accountability, and opportunity. Every strategic interaction compounds results, confidence, and long-term achievement. By mastering environment and community building, they ensure that following successful strategies produces consistent results. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of a positive, supportive network. Every relationship cultivated compounds productivity, influence, and measurable success. By mastering your environment, you accelerate growth and replicate the strategies of successful people effectively. Another essential principle is practicing patience and long-term thinking. Millionaires understand that wealth, influence, and success are built over time, and the ability to delay gratification and stay consistent produces compounding results. Ordinary people often seek immediate rewards, giving up when results are not instant, which limits achievement and growth. High achievers maintain focus on long-term objectives, understand the compounding effect of small, consistent actions, and avoid distractions that offer temporary satisfaction. Every patient, consistent effort compounds skill, results, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means balancing urgency with strategic patience, ensuring every step contributes to long-term goals. Ordinary learners may underestimate the time required to implement successful strategies effectively. High performers embrace gradual growth, celebrate incremental wins, and stay committed to proven methods. Every long-term action compounds experience, skill, and financial or personal outcomes. By mastering patience, they ensure that following successful strategies yields exponential results over time. Ordinary people may fail to recognize the compounding power of persistent effort. Every deliberate, consistent step compounds focus, efficiency, and achievement. By mastering long-term thinking, you accelerate success while replicating proven strategies reliably. Another critical factor is taking responsibility and ownership of results. Millionaires know that blaming external circumstances, luck, or other people delays growth and prevents the implementation of successful strategies. Ordinary people often shift responsibility, limiting accountability, learning, and progress. High achievers take full ownership of actions, outcomes, and decisions, ensuring they learn, adapt, and continuously improve strategies. Every responsible action compounds skill, productivity, and measurable results. Thinking like a high achiever means embracing accountability, identifying opportunities for improvement, and using mistakes as a source of growth. Ordinary learners may avoid responsibility, reducing personal effectiveness and delaying progress. High performers implement strategies with full ownership, ensuring execution produces measurable, compounding outcomes. Every accountable decision compounds confidence, efficiency, and long-term success. By mastering ownership, they ensure that following successful strategies produces maximum results. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of accountability. Every responsible choice compounds skill, achievement, and opportunity. By mastering ownership, you accelerate growth while emulating the behaviors of successful people effectively. Finally, high achievers embrace reflection, adaptation, and continuous improvement. They understand that following the strategies of successful people is not static. Constant evaluation, refinement, and learning ensure sustained results. Ordinary people may implement advice superficially, ignoring feedback, results, or changing circumstances, which reduces effectiveness. High performers measure outcomes, identify inefficiencies, adjust strategies, and optimize performance continuously to produce compounding results. Every reflection and adjustment compounds skill, knowledge, and measurable success. Thinking like a high achiever means treating life as a laboratory, applying lessons, experimenting, and improving methods consistently. Ordinary learners may resist evaluation or fail to refine strategies, slowing growth and limiting achievement. High performers integrate reflection into daily routines, ensuring that every action, habit, and strategy contributes to long-term goals. Every improvement compounds efficiency, productivity, and results. By mastering continuous improvement, they ensure that following successful strategies produces exponential outcomes over time. Ordinary people may underestimate the compounding effect of refinement. Every lesson applied compounds skill, focus, and measurable achievement. By mastering reflection and adaptation, you accelerate success while following the proven strategies of successful people consistently. Congratulations! You've unlocked the secrets to following the strategies of successful people and accelerating your journey to achievement, wealth, and personal mastery. Subscribe to the Daily Global Motivation channel for daily insights, strategies, and techniques that show you how to adopt the mindsets, habits, and routines of high achievers. Subscribing ensures you never miss actionable advice that accelerates results. Like this video to commit to implementing these strategies in your life. Every like reinforces your intention to act, grow, and follow the path of successful people. Comment below with the one strategy you will start applying today. Sharing your plan builds accountability and inspires others to take action towards success. Share this video with friends, family, or colleagues who want to maximize productivity, build wealth, and follow proven paths to success. Sharing multiplies knowledge, impact, and results for everyone. Remember, success leaves clues, and by studying, emulating, and applying the strategies of successful people, you accelerate your results while avoiding costly mistakes. Apply these principles daily. Observe patterns. Adopt high-value habits. Maintain focus. Build supportive networks. Take massive action, and continuously refine your approach. Every intentional action compounds results, skill, and opportunity. Start today, commit fully, and make every moment count toward achieving extraordinary outcomes. By subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, you take concrete steps to follow proven strategies and build the life you desire. Your journey to success begins now. Every habit, action, and decision compounds into measurable achievement, growth, and wealth.